Here on ORILLA Radio, man. What we're gonna be doing? We're gonna explore this new Kendrick. Special guest. Special guest coming through. My man, Shaky Jakey. So we're going to explore this album, man, and I just want to point out, man, you know, on first listen to this album, I was thinking, you know what? I don't know if I'm gonna like it. I don't know if I'm gonna feel it. But I have to say, man, I've dug deep in some of these songs, and I'm all in. So stick around, and we'll see what's popping. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm back with my guest. We know who it is. That's my man with the plan all day. Hit a linen hand for hand. If you don't know who that is, that's my man Shaky Jakey in the place to be. You know what I'm saying? You know, I just start calling my man Shaky Jakey because it rhymes. I ain't saying he's just shaky up and you know he anything. That's just my man Jake. What it do, baby? Good to see you back.
What up, though, man? What's good? You know, I'm here ready to talk with my homie Big Tone. Thanks for having me on again.
You know what it is, man.
You know, don't mind my room. You know, it's just messy. I'm busy. No, I'm cleaning up one of these days. But yeah, man, I'm excited. Talk about this Kendrick album. Talk about Kendrick in general. Talk about rap music today in general.
Yeah, man. Like we gonna be talking about this Kendrick Lamar album, man, and we talking about like what it represents and what it means. And first of all, I don't want to be alone in thinking. Have you even listened to the album?
I did listen to the album. I've listened about twice as a whole. I want to listen to it more, but you know, but as far as like, because I know me and you talked, and I was like, I was worried about the album. I was like, man, what is he gonna do? Is he gonna go too far left? But he, and what I mean by too far left, like I don't mind people being creative. It's just that I just don't. I was afraid it wasn't gonna be no like rapping on there for some reason, like just not rapping it. You know what I'm saying? But he delivered. I love the album. Kendrick does, especially when the Heart Part 5 came out. I was like, all right, there's gonna be some shit. He gonna talk that shit. He's gonna talk about stuff that we need to talk about, and like, you know, like really fucking he gonna go into some subjects that is not really talked about in hip hop, and that like I feel like black people are scared to talk about, you know. Well, not scared, but won't talk about.
I don't know, bro. I mean, I said this on MASKOFF podcast with my man Malachi. I feel like we've always had prolific rappers in hip hop that talks about things that we don't necessarily talk about. And one of the main artists that I kept bringing up was Andre 3000. Andre 3000 always talked about his inability to relate with people because of the fact that he felt like he was a alien in a sense. He felt like he didn't fit the norm, and what made him different was the fact that he was different. So he always talked about that. Kendrick is special in regards to he's able to be relatable. You know what I'm saying? And that relatability to me, my brother, makes him prolific in this generation to where people they talk about how great he is. So when it came to the album, I was thinking, how can he top Damn? How can he top Good Kid, Mad City? How can he top Section 80? You know what I'm saying?
I thought it was easy for the top down because I wasn't feeling Damn like that. Like I love Kendrick, but like Damn, like out of all his albums, Damn wasn't that great to me. I mean, it was good, but it was like, all right, it was kind of you know, what you love to call me, commercial. So I wasn't really rocking with it like that. I did like I go on the front when it came out. I was like, "Yo, shit!" Like I was rocking with it hard, and then like I was probably about 2 weeks, and I was like, "All right, I'm done with this." You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't really revisit it after that. But I can't say that for To Pimp a Butterfly and Good Kid, Mad City or Section 80. Section 80 and To Pimp a Butterfly are my two favorite joints from him.
I think Section 80 is my main joint.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like shit like ADHD and Hot Power. And I spoke on those two tracks alone.
Yeah, I heard you speak about that.
Yeah, and I thought those were the two main tracks that made him seem different to me. Like,
and Fuck Your Ethnicity.
And Fuck Your Ethnicity. You know what I mean? I really fucked with that. But this album, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, the name alone, it made me think that it was going to be like on some throwback to some 70s shit. And when he came out with the Heart Part 5, I'm like, okay, he took Marvin Gaye joint. I wonder if this is like the beginning to a trend that he'll be doing. And I think I got disappointed because I built myself up thinking that it was going to be like the whole damn thing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I think that makes sense.
What, like the like kind of similar, like the album being pretty much like kind of like the Heart Part 5?
Yeah, I thought the not necessarily the lyrics, but
the music
was going to be like that. You know what I mean?
Like a bunch of throwback joints, a bunch of throwback sounding joints. Yeah, that kind of I kind of would have been dope. The Heart Part 5, I love that song. I wasn't too big. Like I liked it. Like I liked the music, but I wasn't too big on the beat. And the reason why is because I'm just like, I just feel like Kendrick. I've heard Kendrick on that stuff so much, and was like, man, I just wish like just go on some joints like he was going on like Section 80 and like pretty much like on Section 80 because I love that album. But you know, but Heart Part 5 is still great. But I'm happy with the product that he gave us. Like this like it's really dope. And no, like you were saying, like nobody else is really in this generation, like nobody's really, like, to me, like album wise, ain't fucking with him. Like they not, like they just, I don't see it. No one is really like honing in and focusing on like the points they trying to make in their music, like Kendrick in hip hop to me.
Yeah,
in this generation.
Yeah, in this generation, like before, and I mentioned this before this album came out of the blue, you got Black Star like a week before this.
And I still haven't heard that joint. Have you heard the joint?
Yeah, I got it. And, matter of fact, I sent it to you because it's a hard process to even get the album. Like you got to go
I heard
on the website to get it, but I'll get it to you. You know what I'm saying? But the whole thing about that is I was thinking that album was going to be the banger of the year. I have to say I waited for over 10 years for another Black Star album, and I was completely disappointed, bro. I was like,
I say maybe about over 20.
yeah.
They dropped a song about 10 years ago or two, but like yeah.
I think the momentum for that was gone. It's like they old heads coming back out. You remember when Public Enemy came back out talking about some fight the power, and niggas was like, and they brought what they brought out there? They brought James Brown out there on the video, and you like, man, I'm not feeling this shit. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Maybe that was it. Like how a lot of cats was thinking about it. So I don't know, but they got Black Thought on there, which is a dope ass song. Madlib produced it, and I'm like, if you would have had any producer, I'm thinking, why wouldn't you use what's the boy name from Cincinnati? High Tech. Why wouldn't you use High Tech? And High Tech been rocking with y'all for years. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
I don't know, man. Wasn't Most fucking with Ski Beats for a little bit? Or they just did one joint or something like that?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I lost my way. With that. But I got that album on deck. And some of the songs are great. I've never been a Talib fan. So, Talib is always like big boy to me,
Oh man.
So when Kanye was like, I really didn't fuck with you like that, I really felt him. Like, you weren't the guy I was really shooting for. I was really wanting most. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I just really feel like with this Kendrick though, this Kendrick is something different, man. So when this dropped, I'm thinking this shit was gonna be like, it's gonna be that fire. You know what I mean? And let's
one
get it straight.
One thing I appreciated, I'm looking at I'm looking at the track listing. First time I'm looking at the album and the artists, the features, I'm like, okay. You got a lot of unknown people, and you got one think about like one notable feature that was Ghostface probably, but then like most of it was just like unknown people, and like that right there, I appreciate shit like that, because a lot of people, a lot of these artists, rappers, they put out an album and every fucking song got a feature on it. It has a feature on it, and it's like a big name feature, and it's like the album's not even yours. It's just like you're just trying to make an album full of singles, and you don't have a real album. And it's like, and then like, take a risk, work with other producers. You don't have to get a beat from a producer that everybody works with. You don't have to get I'm gonna get a Pharrell beat. I'm gonna get a Metro Boomin beat. I'm gonna get a beat from I'm gonna get a Swiss Beats joint. I'm gonna get a Timbaland joint. Like, y'all getting like everything is too formulaic. It's just too formulaic, and it's like fucking boring. Like most hip hop this past decade and this generation has been fucking boring. Like now, and it's shit is whack. You know what I'm saying? Why am I listening to this? If I want to just listen to a bunch of bullshit and a bunch of like singles and shit, I'll listen to Top 40 Radio. I'll listen to pop. I don't want to listen to pop. I want to listen to hip hop. I ain't saying hip hop ain't supposed to make fun songs, but there's another side to it that gravitated me towards hip hop, and I was like really like saying something, talking about what's going on in the communities and everything like that. And and but yeah, the like he has some I'm glad that he like reached out and like got like some more unknown artists on here, and then he has a lot of songs on here where it's just him. There's no features on it and shit. So that's one thing I appreciate, and that's one thing I want the new generation of rappers to like, take heed to. I think the only other guys that came out this year, came out in the generation that's not really doing that is Griselda, pretty much.
On this album, if you look at the liner notes, right, it's a couple people on the liner notes that he got, right. He mentions Sam Dew. A lot of people don't know who Sam Dew is. Sam Dew is a guy who did vocals for Wale. Hold me tight.
Okay.
Never. He did that song. I'm butchering the song, but he did that song with Wale. And I'm saying that to say that I agree with you. He did a lot of unknown artists or artists who really don't get a lot of exposure. Taylor Page, she don't get exposure. Summer Walker just starting to get the recognition and exposure she get. Amanda Reefer, I don't even know her. Sampa, he gets exposure and he got it from Drake. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But one of the major artists that on there is Lil what's his name? Uzi Vert?
No, Kodak Black.
Kodak Black. Not a fan of Kodak Black. I think he's annoying.
Agreed.
Also, though, you listen to these songs, you may not see his name, but Baby Keem is all over these tracks. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of tracks that I didn't even know until you start listening to the voice. You like, that's not Kendrick. That's Baby Keem. You like, yo, that's Baby Keem. And I don't know if you listen to Baby Keem, and I just found out that's his little cousin that happened to be from Las Vegas. I listen to Baby Keem. I like Baby Keem. I start checking out his stuff, and I like the fact that he's different, but he sounds like Kendrick. Like you can see all his influence from Kendrick.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But I like the fact that even if he had producers on there that don't get a lot of exposure, that he was exposing them to, with different beats.
You heard about how they had to shut down this concert at St. Andrews?
Who, Baby Keem?
Yeah.
No, what happened?
Like they was rocking in that bitch, and like the I think the floor started to crack or something like that.
Oh, they was in there jumping?
Yeah.
Fuck what you mean? Get them Baby Keem. Yeah. When I heard that shit, yo, I'm like, that's what I'm talking about, young boy. That's what I'm talking about.
So, well, like, what joints on here are you rocking with them like the most? Like your favorite joints?
I like N95.
Yep.
Die Hard. Rich Spirit. Purple Heart. We cry together, and
I was expecting that. A lot of people love we cry together, but then I was expecting you. What I knew I was coming on. Like I'm gonna get a take about. I'm gonna get a real take about we cry together from you. So
We Cry Together is extremely toxic.
That's why it's great.
And that's what makes it great, the fact that it's toxic. But what I don't want to say is this is who we are. You know what I mean? But this is who we are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm like, when you in the moment listen to the shit, you like, man, I don't want to listen to this shit. You know what I mean? Like you wasted a whole track on some bullshit. But I get what he was trying to accomplish with it. You know what I mean? I can't shit on what he was trying to get done because of the fact that he conveyed a good message. You know, what else I like? I like Savior, Auntie Diaries, Mirror. Those are the ones that I like. You know what I mean? What about you?
N95, of course.
N95 go hard, bro.
Yes, like when he's going in, like take off the jewelry, take off the, all that shit. He just going like that. Like that's the stuff I like. Like,
said,
like really talking shit. You said what?
He said, "Bitch, you ugly as fuck."
Yes, exactly. Like, I love that song. He dropped a visual for that too.
Yeah, I know, and that's crazy too. Like, I listened to a dude who explained all the moments of that video, and I'm gonna put the link in the description. It's Truth, right? It's called Truth something. But what the guy was saying is how we got all these masks on, and then you stepping back outside, but you still carrying all these masks on you.
Mm-hmm.
So I just thought it was great. It was great writing, great visuals.
Right.
I think it's a dope song. Go ahead. Who else you like? What else?
I like like N95. I like Father Time, Auntie Diaries. But like I feel you. I feel your take on We Cry Together. But I like that. I like that joint. A lot of people keep saying like, "Oh, it reminds me of Eminem, like the Kim joint or whatever." And I'm like, I mean, maybe the toxic part, yeah, but the actual concept of the message he's trying to convey, I don't see it. That would I don't see the Eminem influence with that, but I could be wrong, But yeah, man, this is a dope. This is a dope fucking album. Like, this is dope. Like, nothing like it. Nothing like it is out right now.
I don't know, man. And that's the thing. It's like, who else? Who would you say, if there's nothing else like it right now, right? Who would you say that'd be able to get with them? But before you say that, let's go to a quick commercial, bro. I'm gonna go to a commercial. All right.
When I'm traveling from gym to gym, I make sure I tune in to ORILLA Radio.
Quick little commercial, man.
That's dope, man.
So answer my question, bro. Who you think on the level?
Talking from this generation or just in general?
From this generation, other than him.
I mean, bar wise, Cole can get with him.
You think so?
J. Cole can get with him bar wise, man. Like, he can't they like Cole, like, well, fuck what people like, but I think bar wise he can. But Cole to me hasn't really executed his albums like Kendrick though. Like, I don't really like Cole albums like that. But I think bar wise he can get with Kendrick. I went to a Kendrick concert. Kendrick brought Cole out, and like, crowd went fucking nuts, went ape shit, and they and believe it or not, that was like the hypest part of the concert when he brought him out. Like, they went. That was the loudest part of the concert when he brought him out. when Kendrick brought him out. Who else? That could rock with Kendrick. I mean, I don't know, like, who else is doing with it? Because I'm like, I'm keep it real. I'm kind of I'm out the loop with most
this new shit.
I'm out the loop with most new shit, so I don't know, like, outside of Cole, and I'll probably say like Griselda could get with him, but like, they don't.
That's a different vibe though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, who's on the same vibe as him? Probably Cole.
Would you say it'd be Big Crit?
Big Crit. I forgot all about Big Crit. I ain't listened to Big Crit in a long time.
And Big Crit, man, he brings some thought-provoking shit. You know what I'm saying? And like, I think Big Crit was out way before Kendrick.
They came out about the same time. Like they were coming up around the same time.
Nobody give Big Crit any type of play though, man. I don't understand that part.
I haven't listened to him in a minute. He had a mixtape called The Return of Forever that I used to listen to all the time. I used to listen to him. Dudes would be like he trying to sound like Pimp C or some shit. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, this guy's dope. I don't know, but yeah. This generation, probably Cole. That's it. Like, who else you think besides Crit?
I'm not a fan of J. Cole. And me and the young boy, we kind of parted conversation on this because he was like OG, you just be real bad with people, man. And I don't know if it's because
you talking about Malachi?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you were talking about
the young boy was like, I don't know if it's because he light skinned. I say, well, that's partially the reason because he be on some light skinned shit. You know what I mean? And what I mean by that is, he don't really be having no struggle. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying dark niggas got more struggle than light skinned niggas, but in a sense, I am saying that. You know what I mean? Because his shit don't be moving to me. You know what I mean? I think he get by with just being a light skinned nigga that look deep. You know what I mean? And Common was at that point where he was a light skinned nigga that looked deep, but he wasn't hard. You know what I mean? And I think that's what it is. Like, the perception of how hard you look goes a long way in hip hop.
You know what? I just thought of something. I forgot. Like, I don't know how I forgot about these guys, but did you listen to Black Hippie?
Who?
Black Hippie, the group, the TDE guys, Kendrick, Schoolboy Q, J Rock, and Absol.
Isaiah Rashad or something like that.
Yeah,
I listen to them, but none of them match up to Kendrick.
Shit, I thought subject matter wise and stuff, I thought Absol did. He fell off hard when they came out. When they were first coming out, like 2012, 2013, Absol was my guy. Like, I love Kendrick, but Absol was that guy to me. Like, I was fucking with him a lot. Subject matter and bar wise, like I think Absol can keep up with Kendrick, but he fell off real tough, like super tough.
Did it come out that one of them dudes is they on the LGBTQ side of the game?
I don't know.
I think it came out something like that. One of them they into that type of lifestyle, which I'm looking at. That's a more interesting story to rap about. You know what I'm saying?
So one question. So how about like Kendrick is definitely in people's something nigga. No.
Okay. All right. I'm just checking.
No, people are definitely saying that like Kendrick is like in a top 10, top 5. Like, people are putting them in that conversation. But you disagree, I believe. Like,
niggas throw that word around. They throw top 5 around like it's
or top 10.
I mean? Like it's nothing. Like, I think you gotta have some credentials in the top 5.
I mean, does he not have the credentials?
He only made 5 albums, right?
Bro, they was putting niggas in top 5s with 4 albums. I remember, like, back in the 90s, they they both died, but they was putting Pac and Big as great as GOATs. Big only had 2 albums. Pac had what 5, 4. He had 4 when he died. And when one dropped when he came out, one dropped right after he died. And then they was calling, they was putting Jay and Nas in that convo with only like, I believe like Jay had 4 albums out, Nas had 3, and it was putting them in GOAT conversation. So I don't think that I don't think it's how many albums. I think it's like your impact and like what you. And I think it's about the impact and like your ball work and like what like if you really connecting with your fans, your generation or whatever. I think Kendrick got a I think Kendrick is like top 5, top 10 worthy, you know. And another thing is that I can't stand about top 5 conversations is that a top 5 is like your top 5, you know, like can't nobody like your top 5 isn't wrong, you know. It's about what you like. It's about what you like to listen to. And Kendrick like checks a lot of the boxes about rappers I like listening to. So I definitely, he ain't in my top 5, but he definitely top 10 for me.
All right, let's
hope that wasn't too commercial.
you know, questionable, but what we're gonna do is, since we brought that up, man, let's go to Reddit right quick, right? So we go to Reddit, let's look at some of these top 5s, dead or alive. Somebody says on Reddit, top 5 that had the greatest effect on rap music culture: Rakim, Nas, Q-Tip, Wu-Tang as a whole, NWA as a whole. Top 5 that had the greatest effect on popular culture: Jay-Z, Eminem, Kanye, Biggie, Drake. I don't know. That sound pretty much like it summed it up. And I have to agree with that in some ways.
Yeah, I gotta I can't get mad at that. I mean, I don't understand why Pac not up in there though.
That's a couple people. Like this one said Rakim, Nas, Biggie, Andre, and M. I would never put M in my top 5 at all.
I haven't listened to Eminem since I was like 17 years old. Like,
I would never listen to Eminem. And it's weird seeing him now with a whole full facial package. It looks weird. I'm gonna put that out there. You know what I mean? Somebody says Eminem, Mos Def, Pop, Biggie, Jay-Z. I don't know what dope this guy doing. Andre 3000, Talib Kweli, Kanye West, Nas, Mos Def. This is definitely an interesting one. MF Doom, Joey Badass, Earl Sweatsuit, Eminem, Kendrick Lamar. I've heard people put MF Doom and Joey Badass in a top 5 before.
You know what? I kind of forgot about how do you feel about our future guys like Earl Sweatshirt and Tyler the Creator?
I've never listened to him. And I don't know if that's just a old man in the room thing with me. But I don't be moved by some of these cats. I may hear like a verse, and I'm like, that was cool. But I don't be like, I need to get this nigga shit. I need to get all this shit.
Tyler's another guy that I forgot about.
Who?
Tyler the Creator.
Tyler the Creator. Okay.
He's another guy I forgot about. He kind of like he put his album was pretty good last year that he dropped. And as far as like making an album that's kind of like artsy and kind of like, you know, something that's like something that you could like just listen to and just or like rock through and just rock to, and that's not like a bunch of fucking singles. I think Tyler's kind of good at putting out work like that. He So maybe like album wise, he could probably get with. He probably nah, he can't get with Kendrick. He just can't. I was trying to. I was trying to come up with somebody, but nah, he just can't. I don't think he can do it. But Tyler is good though. Like he's different, and I appreciate that about him.
Okay. Here's one nobody really talks about. Logic. I like Logic. I like Logic, and I don't know why people don't like Logic. Explain that to me. Like, what is the problem with Logic? Is it because he light? Is it because he can pass for white? I don't know.
I guess because they think he corny.
Why they think he corny? Like his subject matters be dope.
I don't know, man. Like they just come. I'll be honest with you. He never had something that grabbed me. You know. Like I guess like his stuff comes off like it's executed in a corny way. It's not it like it just it's just like it's like how Kendrick does it. Like Kendrick does his in a way that's like that doesn't sound like a like if he has a message, it's not. It doesn't sound like a typical message song or whatever. Like he's not gonna use like this like a certain type of beat to like convey this message or whatever. He's gonna go different, and he's gonna go different with the music, instrumentation, and stuff like that. It just like I don't know, like Logic just doesn't do it for me. Lyrically, yeah, he got it. He's got it, but I'm not really. I ain't really dug his music like that. I just didn't.
You know who else is pretty dope, but don't get no recognition like that? When Jaden Smith was rapping, like he got a flow, bro. He got a flow. Some niggas can't touch. I'm not saying he got a flow that most niggas can't touch, but he got a flow. And he doesn't get any wave.
Better than his pops.
Probably because his dad has smacked the shit out of you. Say if he better than his dad, you know what I mean? But I don't know. But with this Kendrick Lamar shit, bro, I don't even compare this album to the other ones. This one is, to me, this is like a growth and development album where he sitting on a fucking therapist's couch talking. If that makes sense.
Makes total sense. He had a lot of stuff he's been gone for 5 years. He had a lot of stuff that happened, stuff he wanted to unpack on his album, and you know, I felt it. I definitely felt it. I just wish more, like I said, like sounding just being risk of being redundant. I just wish more artists would like follow suit. Like I don't want to hear the same bullshit all the time. Like I want to know, like I want to know, like who you are as an artist. You know, just like I saw on the list, like people were saying like T.I. and Jeezy and stuff like that. Like I got tired of them real quick. Not real quick, maybe not Jeezy, but T.I. I got tired of him pretty quick. I don't know if he was like. You said what?
All this extra dumb shit.
Yeah.
When they were going with that shit, he the king of the South. And I'm like, how can it be, Sway?
Yeah, and all that. You just trying to like and low key, like you saying you king of the South, but I mean, I don't know, man. I wasn't in Atlanta at the time or whatever, but I know up here, dudes was like slapping Jeezy shit more than his shit. When that Thug Motivation 101 came out, that was like It was like
That was
shit
an
froze
anthem.
for a second.
That was an anthem for Detroit, bro.
That shit for like it was like time froze for a second. It was like damn. Like that summer 05, every other car that drove by had a joint, was playing a song from that album.
Hey,
yeah.
Hey, boom, boom, boom. Hey.
I don't get mad. I just get money and laugh at you fuck niggas because you're so funny.
Hey.
All a gangster do is stay fresh. 45 with the Gucci Teflon vest. Nigga, you couldn't touch that shit. But I eventually I got kind of tired of Jeezy. Like I gave him like after about like 3-4 albums, I was kind of done with him because it's like, okay, I get it. You know what I'm saying? You a trapper, all that other stuff. Can we hear something else? You know, like that, like me. That's what I want to hear. I want to, you know what I'm saying? I want to hear a rapper like get vulnerable and shit. Like what's up? Like what do you like? Talk about other shit besides being a hood and trapping. I know there's more to you than that. And like a lot of people don't do that. That's why I appreciate. I don't know. Did you like 444 Jay-Z's? Did you like that album? Or not really? Oh, you don't even rock with. Well, I forgot. You don't rock with Jay like that.
I like the beats because
No ID.
No ID them. That's the only reason why.
Another underrated producer.
True.
But I appreciated 444 because like it was like Jay actually rapping like a grown man instead of it's Jay being a 50-year-old man instead of trying to be like a 20-year-old, 30-year-old guy. I kind of appreciated that.
Yeah, but I think that if you want to compare this guy and Jay-Z, I think what he's doing is right on time because Jay-Z waited too late to do that.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And I think that's speaking to your point. He waited too late, opposed to Kendrick. Kendrick doing it every album. He's talking about experiences.
Get it from the get-go.
Experience from the gate. From now, it's like he started off with those other 2 albums. Then Damn brought you what's current, and now he's. It's like that's what you expect from him. That's the trend he's setting for the future. If I write meaningful shit, it's gonna be about my life, shit that's going on with me, shit that I experience. So
and can we honestly say we probably wouldn't have got that out of him if it wasn't for like artists like Kanye?
Who you mean?
No, I mean like because the whole trend of like being more vulnerable on songs, stuff like that, like I don't know the first. I'm not saying he the first rapper to do it, but
You talking about Ye?
I'm talking about Ye is probably the first nigga I heard that really like kind of like dove into it. You know, he wasn't afraid to be vulnerable.
DMX.
Like, talk about it. Huh?
DMX.
X. Oh yeah, forgot about X.
DMX was real vulnerable. You know what I mean?
He was.
He was real vulnerable when it came to his lyrics.
And Pac, and so was Pac. But so like,
you know what I mean? I mean, like the artist.
I'm talking about kind of really they digging into it a little bit. I don't know. I could be wrong.
No, I feel where you're coming from. Like Kanye started talking about his whole thing with mental illness.
Yeah.
Nobody was talking about mental illness.
I remember Ye, he did an interview on MTV. I don't know if it was with Sway or whoever, but he did an interview on MTV and he was talking about like how rappers need to stop bashing gay people, stop saying the gay F word and all that stuff. And he said growing up, he thought, you know what I'm saying, he thought he like might have been gay because he grew up around like his mom raised him. He grew up around all these ladies, and then he was like he had mannerisms kind of like a woman and stuff like that. growing up, and he kind of grew out of it, but he was like, you know, he pretty much was trying to convey that like it's not cool to like it wasn't cool to be gay bashing. There was a lot of homophobia in hip hop. He was one of the first dudes to like step up and say that, you know. And that wasn't a song. That was him just saying that shit. It was an MTV interview. It was like around 05, 06 he said this shit. But like that's why I always like respected Ye. Because of stuff like that.
Yeah,
like a lot of artists wasn't a lot of rap artists and you do it's a lot of rap is just like all this bravado and all this shit, and it's like there's more to you than that, man. Like I don't want to hear all the bullshit. That's why I appreciate 90s. I feel like that's why I like thinking like a lot of 90s rap. You kind of got that, and then when you got into the 2000s, you kind of like a lot of rappers. It was just more bullshit about what you got and your money and stuff. But you still had artists here and there that's really you know, making music, actually giving themselves to you. Going on a tangent here, but
I mean, I'm feeling you. I
Yeah.
get what you're saying. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Trust and believe. I get what you're saying, bro. I just feel like, you know, with today's society with music, man, we at a crossroads with authenticity and what's fake, right? So we seeing a lot of people, and I think this correlates to what you're saying. We see a lot of people today doing a lot of shit that they've been actually not being caught with, getting caught for shit. You know what I'm saying? Look at the Rico case with your boy Young Thugger. You know what I mean? All that shit, perpetrating, being super hard, and you know, you part of a real conspiracy to kill other niggas, and you know that shit, you getting caught up in it, and shit is real. So why not talk about being vulnerable? You know what I mean? Because that don't hurt your brand. It actually, in most cases, it helps your brand. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It betters your brand and you connect with people.
Instead of destroying people and destroying lives and shit. You know what I mean?
The whole point of being an artist is to connect with people.
So
the whole point.
The whole damn point.
Like you come in the game and you talking about the bullshit on your like your first or second album. Okay, you know what I'm saying? We all like the bullshit sometimes. We all like, you know what I'm saying? But like show some growth. That's why I like. So yeah, just show some growth.
So we saw that. We saw that, man. We about to get ready to come to a close, man. You know, we've been talking about Kendrick and everything, and once again, my brother, I love having you on so we can talk whatever talk we talk. You know, we can shoot that shit. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for being once again my special guest, Shaky Jakey, man. You know what I mean? And you know what this is? This is ORILLA Radio. You know what I mean? Thank you, Jake, for coming through.
Appreciate it, man. It was fun. We'll be back on soon.
You know, and to be honest, I'm be clear with you, man. I just try to create topics that always gravitate in your direction, so you can bring your ass back on, and so we can kick it. You know what I mean?
You can do any topic, man. I'm down to talk.
So you always welcome to come back. You know what I mean? And for everybody that don't know, this is Big Tone. This is ORILLA Radio, and I'm here every Sunday at 5 p.m. giving the people what they want. Sometimes they don't know they want it. You know what I mean? You got something you plug in, Jake?
Shit, I'll be at Planet Ant this Monday playing with the home team. And just catch me Monday at 7:30. And that's all I got right now. I can't think of shit.
I made me a guest appearance with the home team, man. I ain't been out in a minute playing Ant. I may get carded at the front door. I might have to show my official. I carry it around on me. I'm a graduate, baby. I'm a graduate.
Graduate.
You know what I'm saying? So, niggas don't know how official it is, but I had to pull that out every now and then, let them know what's really popping. So, on that note, man, we're going to break up out of here, man. This is ORILLA Radio. This is Big Tone. And this is episode 7, the Kendrick episode. Check out this album. This album is dope. I appreciate you. On behalf of myself and my guests, y'all be safe. We up out of here. ORILLA Radio. Stand up, baby, or fall for anything. We out of here. ORILLA, stand up.